What up, guys? CP the Tool Addict here. Woo! That's right. We've got a nice Koken tool haul, and I didn't get everything here, but I spent another $500 on some Koken tools, and not a sponsor, once again. But I want to show you because I didn't get everything in, but that's all right. I want to show you what I got because this is cool stuff, and we're going to talk about this. So let's get right into it. And then I don't have any fancy intros or nothing like that. So we'll show you we're going to pull this stuff off. Got a couple of stickers, of course. This is the first time they sent stickers, which I was really happy with. But we'll pull these off to the side because we're going to talk about this first. The things I'm going to show last, you're going to want to stick around if you haven't seen these. This is a tool. I'm going to show you guys something from Koken that nobody else has on the market, which is another exclusive Koken tool. But yes, I got the 37. See if she focuses in there. There it is. 3726Z 170 millimeter ratchet. They use everything in millimeters. I'll get my tape measure out for you challenged people. That is 170 millimeters is roughly 7 inches long. Let me get this over into focus so that you can see. That's roughly a 7-inch ratchet. Pretty much a stubby ratchet. It's a stubby flex head 3/8. I like them. Some people might not. I also have a 280 millimeter. Someday will show up. But we're going to talk about some more of the Koken ratchets because I honestly just absolutely am infatuated with these things. So here's the little 1/4 inch. The back drag on these things is absolutely, for a 36 tooth ratchet. These are 36 tooth, but the overall quality of these things are absolutely fantastic. You know, let me give you a little example of just how simple and how awesome the back drag is. This is their Koken spark plug socket. But I just want to show you a simple test that I can do, I guess. Now you might think, CP, that's no big deal. You're laying the ratchet on. But I'm going to show you my next best, lightest back drag ratchet is my Mac ratchet. I actually got to take the spark plug socket off this. And I'm just going to show you, without laying, I'm just going to lay the ratchet down. I want to make sure it was in the right direction. It barely, and I'm just laying it in my hand and just pushing along here. I can't show you it all on frame, but I don't have a back drag gauge, but the back drag on the Kokens is superior to everybody's because of their design. And I talked about this before in the video, but I mean, look at this. I'm just pushing it along. No force. The back drag on these things is absolutely so ridiculously light. And the quality on these ratchets are just... This ratchet, keep in mind, is only around $67, I think is what I paid for this. But it is just absolutely... Look at the yoke. And, you know, the finish of it. Let's get into the detail of this. And just the attention to detail to the quality of this ratchet. Obviously, I've had it out and used this, but it's just absolutely... And here's another thing. I've noticed on a lot of things, if you look, there's no scoring where that check ball, there's no scoring on that metal. You can see a faint line. See if I can get that in there. But you see no scoring. I would attest that that's to the finish and the quality of steel that they use. And it's tight. This is a tight flex head. Koken doesn't make a locking flex head, but quite frankly, I don't think you need a locking flex head. I've went years without using a locking flex head, and It's never been an issue. I do have them. They're nice, whatever. The Elasto, look at the handle up close here. They injection mold these handles on here so that they're filled onto the handle. You can't change these handles, pull them off, or damage them. It's got a nice feel to it, but it's a decent finish. Very faint. You can't even feel that. You can see that seam line, but you can't feel it. It's very. I guess you can a little bit there, maybe. I couldn't feel it there. It's very faint. They just they do such a fine job. I'm just super impressed with the overall fit and finish of these things for a $67 ratchet. A ratchet that's under $70, and it's only 36 tooth. Now you guys say, oh, well, it's 36 tooth. It's not that good. I will definitely put this up against any other ratchet on the market. It is very nice. I really think that the quality is here for this. And now, the orientation of the switch, I did make a mistake on the last video. What I meant to say, Koken, the orientation of the switch, they have always made this way. And because of their normal people, the loyalty to their customers who have always been huge Koken tool buyers, that's why they've left them that way. Because this is the way they've been from start to finish. They don't change. They could have changed the orientation, but they didn't due to the customers. And I found that out through Chris Koss. It actually, where I get most of my information from my Koken stuff is mostly him. I'm getting this thing all messed up. But this is a tool I'm going to use. It's not only beautiful in machining, just the actual machining, it's also worthy of being used. It may not be super fancy. Some of you might say it's not super fancy. I find the beauty of this tool in just the absolute sheer machine work that's done on it. That's what I appreciate about this ratchet. I guess when I look at something to be beautiful in a tool, I look at the machining, and it's absolutely just stunning how they, every corner and every, it's just not really sharp. So enough of that. I have my toolgasm on that, but you can see that the 1/4 inch is really, and I will put part numbers for this stuff down there. I also picked up, this isn't a huge tool haul, but we're going to definitely give the stuff its due diligence. I picked up the deep Koken nut grips so that I have the deep and the shallows. And I wanted to point out, so the broaching is definitely different than the shallows, which I appreciate. Look at the depth of the broaching there. And then look at the depth of the broaching in the deeps, which is perfect. So you can still get that nut to stay on there, and then get the proper size bolt hole through the center of the socket. Let's just pull off this one. Hopefully I can get some. Not only that, of course, Koken's got their patented cut into there to where it sucks into the anvil and just holds it on the socket to keep it. I mean, there's absolutely no play in those sockets. It pulls the socket down closer to the anvil, and that ball sets deeper in there. But just look at these things. I mean, I love this satin finish, but it is so, once again, the machining on this is just absolutely amazing. I mean, the fit and finish of it is truly, I can't wait to use these. They're an absolute joy, a pleasure to use these tools. So I did show these, but I just got the deep. Now, of course, I told you guys I was going to talk to you a little bit about why the sizes that only come in on these sockets are, like this is a 7, 8, 10, 12. That's because in most of the Japanese cars, they don't use those other sockets, so they only sell them what they normally need. These are standard size sockets for most Japanese cars, I believe, or Asian cars, one or the other. So that is why these sockets are available. You can buy the other ones. You can buy the stuff in between. It just, in the complete sets, and they're not expensive. I want to say this set right here for these 4 sockets was right around 40, 50 bucks maybe. I don't remember. So these this socket set right here, this was total for these, which gets you almost, if you had a 13, this would be a pretty complete set. 8, 12. I guess you could get a 9 if you want them for brakes and, you know, and something, an 11. 13, I would say that I would be happy, though, with an 8 and a 12, 14, and a 15. This one only goes up to 14. I'm sorry. So we need a 14 and a 13, these sets. But definitely, they do sell the other sockets. But these sets together, I think I want to say that I paid right around $70 for this socket set. I think for $100 you could probably have all of them individually filled up. So once again, just love those sockets. So let's then bring in these guys. And these are kind of my main attraction because these are definitely something that I really want to show you guys and talk about. Get these guys out of the bag here. And I will have to put the part numbers. These part numbers for these are a little bit different. 113 UN-200-8, and it would be -200-13. So that's the part number for these, if you have to jump into that right now. And what I'm going to show you is absolutely these things right here. These are swivel, and I first see these, and I have to give credit to Autobahn Dan, because I first saw these on his channel, and I absolutely am just stoked to have these. I'll give you a quick measurement of these, because these are kind of long. Hopefully you're sticking around. The video's getting kind of long, but this is definitely worth it. These are roughly around 8 inches long. We're going to show you these and talk about them a little bit. So they are for the 1/4 inch impact swivels. Absolutely so freaking smooth. I want you to look at the bevel in there. Look at the cut around the ring of that. But these things absolutely move. I mean, just for a pin socket, they almost have no bind in them. I was absolutely floored by that. And they are spring. I mean, just look at the quality of these for an impact. But how handy are these? You know, if you guys got the 3/8 extensions, these are absolutely killer. Especially for small stuff. I have more of these coming. Unfortunately, they're on back order. So I only got the 8 and the 13. I have the 10, 15... 12, 11, I bought them all. They are pricey. They are $59.99 a piece. So don't choke on that right there, fellas. If you're seeing that, they are expensive, but these are the baddest swivels and 1/4 inch drive that you will see in your life. Just look at just look at how fluent they are. I'm going to give you a little demonstration on the deal here, but they don't bind hardly at all. I think that would be the fact that they are cut a little bit deeper on the rod here, and then this taper. See if I can get this into you and show it to you. Really hard to do this. See that taper around the edge of that? Just extremely extreme good quality. These things are just absolutely fantastic. I honestly just am blown away. And the shaft here, look at this thing, is just... And this is way thicker than the normal 1/4 inch HEX shaft, guys. You can see here, see how the shaft actually goes up in size. So they definitely make these for being beat on. Super impressive. And I'll show you on the gun here. Got my little Mac gun here. These would be nice to poking into small places there, but... They got a little bit of a wobble to them, but they don't bind. I'm putting as much pressure on them as I can. So you can see the amount of bind that you're actually getting out of it. Not only that, look at how smooth they are for a pin. I can keep those on my finger, and they don't cut me, jab me, or even I don't even notice them. That is a testament right there to that pin right there, and look at how that socket's pinned in there. Ah, come on. Focus. You dirty sucker. There we go. Oh, it's because my light was on my gun. Just look at that. Both pins there. There's literally no, it doesn't raise up that much on the side. Pretty flush fitting. So hopefully you guys like checking out these. These are awesome. Never have I saw anything like this before. And I know this video got kind of long, but I am just super excited about these Koken. These are my favorite purchases. I've been wanting these for a long time. So I'm super happy to get these because they're really hard to get. So, and I got all this stuff from palmac.net. I will throw the link up in the description for them. I will tell you guys, you have to be patient when ordering stuff from them. A little bit tricky. They're a little bit green, I would say. Be patient. And, you know, don't be afraid to call the customer service if you have any questions. And hopefully, you know, they treat you right. I don't have any discount codes yet. Hopefully something will come up into the works. But that's my Koken tool haul. Really wanted to show you guys these Japanese tools. Once again, the spinners are absolutely just phenomenal. So that's my pickup. More to come. More stuff coming. I got about $1,000 wrapped up in them so far. So definitely not disappointed with what I've bought. And looking forward to more. So appreciate you guys watching. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.